The Mississippi House and Senate have both advanced bills to crack down on immigration, despite some lawmakers raising concern that the federal government is primarily responsible for enforcement, and that the proposals could inadvertently harm U.S. citizens. Last week, the Senate passed a measure that would make being undocumented in Mississippi a state crime, which would authorize local law enforcement to charge people who are in the state without specific documentation. Senator Angela Hill, a Republican from Picayune, authored the bill, arguing the measure would not impose additional duties on local law enforcement. Rather, the bill would, quote, align state immigration law with federal law. Every Democrat except one opposed the measure. All of the chamber's 34 Republicans supported the measure, even as some raised concerns. Senator Briggs Hobson, a Republican and attorney from Vicksburg, argued that the bill needed more work. Hobson voted in favor of the bill, but he also said the legislation might be unconstitutional since immigration enforcement is a federal responsibility, not a state one. Senator Hobson said, quote, I think our government ought to be doing things with immigration, but current law is that this is a federal issue, not a state issue. On the same day last week, the House passed a bill that would make it more difficult for people without a driver's license to register to vote. Under the House proposal, if someone tried to register to vote and they couldn't produce a driver's license, a county registrar would need to verify whether the person appears in a U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services database called SAVE. Federal and state agencies use the database to verify a person's immigration or citizenship status. The House bill would also require election officials to notify applicants who are flagged as non-citizens and require them to prove their citizenship. House Elections Chairman Noah Sanford, a Republican from Collins, said the bill he authored is necessary to ensure only U.S. citizens vote. In his response to questions from House Democrats, Sanford said, the bill is designed to ensure that the people who vote are citizens like you and I. Democrats said the bill would make registering to vote more costly and time-intensive for people who don't have a driver's license. They also said the bill would result in voter suppression and could even function as a poll tax, because people might end up having to obtain extra documents, such as their birth certificate, to prove their citizenship. The legislation in Mississippi arrives as the Trump administration pushes to nationalize elections with a federal bill that could potentially prevent millions of people from casting ballots. The House followed the elections bill by passing another measure to force local governments to cooperate with ICE, which Democrats also fiercely criticized. The measures are several steps away from becoming law, and each bill would have to pass the other legislative chamber before reaching the governor for consideration. Read more of our politics coverage at MississippiToday.org.